Yesterday 10:05 p.m. updated 8 hours ago. Scroll staff share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print FIFA World Cup by Scroll staff published yesterday 10:05 p.m. updated 8 hours ago. Reuters Spain vs Morocco finished 2-2. That game as it happened here. Feature, what have we learned about the contenders from the matches so far? Read here. 1:50 a.m. Wrapping up, it's Uruguay v Portugal and Spain vs Russia in the round of 16. One final time, credit to Iran and Morocco for giving us a night to remember. We'll leave you with this image. Good night folks, join us for Group C and Group D final games. Argentina time, 1:37 a.m., just a confirmation of how things ended up in Group E. 1:35 a.m., massive props to Iran and Morocco for making what was, on paper, a straightforward group, anything but incredible effort. The Moroccan fans are still in full voice apparently in the stadium. The full-time pictures wouldn't have told you Spain went through top of the group. 1:28 a.m. Alright, the caps lock is off now. Phew, what a mad few minutes of football at this World Cup. It's impossible to recap all of that, but in a nutshell, status quo was retained. Spain go through top of the group, Portugal go through second. Full time, it is all over. What a match, what a match. Iran players sink to the floor in tears. 96th minute, Iran fans are bringing the roof down. Spain are back on top of the group. Iran still going forward. 95th minute, massive chance Iran. Mehdi comes close. He almost breaks Portuguese hearts but is denied by the side netting. This match is going right down to the wire. Spain have scored 2. 94th minute, Iran have scored. Iran have scored. 93rd minute, penalty Iran. Handball against Fonte. 6 minutes of added time, and we have another VAR moment for a penalty for Iran. We are just going to keep the caps lock on. 88th minute, free kick Portugal and the Iran GK catch as well. Just to clarify, a draw won't be enough for Iran as they will be third on head-to-head with Spain being level on points. As if we haven't had enough excitement, although this changes nothing for the group as things stand. 83rd minute, so much drama. The referee takes forever at the video station, then strides out purposefully, giving a glare to Santos on his way back to the pitch, and jogs towards Ronaldo, who is looking like a kid got caught for stealing candy from the local store, and takes a card out and it's yellow. 81st minute, well. Are we going to see a red for Ronaldo? The referee is heading over to the TV to see if there is a possible red card for a elbow by Ronaldo. Think he should be okay. 79th minute, Cedric slides in on Amiri as the latter tumbles over in pain. Iran have a free kick which is lumped forward into the box, but Portugal here. A word of appreciation for Pepe and Fonte, who have both been solid so far. 77th minute, Ronaldo leads a rare Portugal attack in the last few minutes, sprinting down the right but his cross is terribly underhit. What a snap this is. After 75 minutes, Iran 0-1 Portugalis, the referee sending off Queiroz? Is he just admonishing him? It's unclear. Okay, just a warning then for wanting a review on a foul by William inside the box. He thought his side had won a penalty. Clearly unhappy, the Iran manager Karim in replaces Sezzatolahi out. 1 a.m. over in the other game. After 69 minutes, Iran 0-1 Portugal. Iran continue to try and push Portugal behind, but the final ball is missing. Goal scorer Quaresma is taken off. Bernardo Silva comes on. Javan Basha is, surprisingly, withdrawn by Queiroz. What a stat this is. 66th minute, County Route 7 cuts in from the left and lets it rip. The power is there, not the placement. Goes wide, slams the floor in disappointment. Meanwhile, what a story this is. Iran's goalkeeper Alireza Birinvand ran away from home when he was younger to fulfill his dreams of becoming a professional footballer, where he was homeless for some time. He's just saved a penalty against Cristiano Ronaldo in the hands clapping. Pic.twitter.com/DWZZJQDX9C, The Sportsman at The Sportsman, June 25, 2018, 61st minute. This fixture is reaching boiling point, as Queiroz calls for calm. Quaresma with a wild lunge, exacting some retribution for earlier challenges, and receives a yellow. Still 1-0 Portugal. Here's a look at that save. What a moment for the Iranian. 58th minute, Iran returning on the style here. After some one-touch passing, they whip a ball low into the box, only to be cleared by Pepe. Meanwhile, Morocco are giving Spain a run for their money in the other game. Osu close. Amrabat's brilliant shot hits the bar. Spain are on the back foot here. Follow the game live here. 56th minute, substitution for Iran, as Haji Safi is replaced by Mohammadi. 35 minutes for Iran to turn this around. And they have had a couple of appeals for penalties waved off. They are attacking in numbers now. 54th minute, wow, so much drama. Queiroz walked away into the tunnel when the penalty was given and has now walked back onto the touchline knowing it was saved. Break and play here. We could all use a moment to get our breath back. Ronaldo misses a penalty. He's no Harry Kane, is he? Winking face, Gary Lineker, at Gary Lineker, June 25, 2018, 53rd minute, WOOWW. Penalty saved. Bierandvand denies Ronaldo. 51st minute, penalty Portugal. VAR comes to Portugal's help. 50th minute, an open start to the half and we have a penalty appeal from Ronaldo, and looks typically miffed when the referee says no. But he will now take a look. VAR time. In case you missed it, here's ISCO's goal for Spain. It's 1-1 there. 46th minute, the second half kicks off. Can Iran come up with some goals? 12:28 a.m. Join us soon for the second half updates. Remember, Iran must win. They need 2 or more goals now, and their only goal in the World Cup so far is an own goal by Morocco's defense. Halftime updates. Portugal are going to win this group, as things stand. Fernando Santos' men went ahead through some Quaresma magic on his return to the lineup. Iran have 45 minutes to save their campaign. Meanwhile, Diego Costa almost scored with the last touch of the half. Iniesta's ball across the face of goal was brilliant. But Costa, somehow, couldn't get the last touch in. And it's 1-1 there. Follow that game live here. Halftime, Iran 1-0 Portugal. Oh, you got to feel for Iran. They played quite brilliantly in that half, but it's been the story of their World Cup. Just like the Spain game, a heroic performance that hasn't yielded the many points till now. Quaresma with a stunning finish to roll back the years on his return to the starting lineup. Quaresma stopped that fire. What a strike. He's been their most influential attacking player in the game, and Quaresma puts his side in front. Cutting in from the right flank, playing a neat give-and-go with Silva and curling one into the top corner from the outside of his boot. After 43 minutes are on 0-0. Portugal-Iran's matches, as entertaining as they have been, have also been a throwback to the 2010 World Cup, with their fans preferring to use air horns as a means of showing their support. The vuvuzelas still give us nightmares, to be perfect honest. It's not our most favorite World Cup memory. Anyway, we digress. Quaresma has come close in the last few minutes, and County Route 7 is more involved as Portugal finish the half strongly. 38th minute, Ronaldo strikes it hard, but Birinvand catches it comfortably. Portugal have 7 shots to Iran's 3, but that doesn't tell you the full picture. After 38 minutes are on 0-0. Portugal. More trouble for the Portugal defense as the Iran forwards combine well once again. The ball falls to them for a couple of times inside the box, but they are unable to get their shots away. County Route 7, at the other end, is stopped in his tracks. Again, 34th minute, a stop-start free-kick routine by Iran, and it almost pays off. A glancing header is straight at Rui Patricio though, 33rd minute, well. It has to be said, Iran are putting up quite the show at the moment. Every time they get the ball they break at pace. This time Guerrero is found wanting for speed against Jahanbakhsh and ends up fouling him outside the box. Gets a yellow card for it. After 30 minutes Iran 0-0 Portugal. Another lengthy break and play here as Jose Fonte has to be taken off for some treatment. 28th minute, Quaresma finds himself in acres of space down the right flank, darts in towards the right byline and tries a chip into the area, blocked by the first man though. After 27 minutes Iran 0-0 Portugal. Play resumes once the physios confirm Patricio is okay to continue. Portugal have a spell of possession but nothing incisive. County Route 7 has been largely quiet since the early chance. Breaking, major update from Spain v Morocco, 23rd minute, a lengthy break and play as Rui Patricio gets treatment. Osman played a good-looking through ball to Jahanbakhsh who makes a diagonal run into the box but the Portugal GK got there ahead of him just in time. And gets a boot on his face as reward. As it stands, Spain and Portugal going through. 21st minute, Ramin's free kick is decent, goes over the wall and dips but missing the goal post by a few yards. Update from Spain v Morocco, La Roja have equalized. After 20 minutes, Iran 0-0 Portugal. This is an end-to-end game now with Iran suddenly upping the ante. Tackles flying in everywhere. Iran finally have a free kick at the end of that phase. This is a very promising position from a few yards outside the box. 17th minute, while we still deal with the fact that Spain are trailing, CR7's free kick hits the wall and goes for a corner which is dealt with by Iran. 11:46 p.m. Well. What do we have here? Spain are trailing against Morocco. After 15 minutes, Iran 0-0 Portugal. Portugal are peppering the Iran box with crosses from both flanks. It's a barrage right now. We have lost count, seriously. Bieran van spills one of those crosses but gets away with it. One of the defenders is furious with Iran's. Couple of corners now for Portugal, and Iran deal with that as well, kind of. Adrian Silva is fouled a few yards outside the box. And it's County Route 7 time, 11th minute, a good cross from Quaresma from the right flank and we witness the Ronaldo jump for the first time tonight. He rises ridiculously high, but it still goes over him. 11:42 p.m. Meanwhile, a rough beginning to the game between Spain and Morocco. Follow the game live here. 9th minute, oh dear, misunderstanding between the Iran GK and Azzedollah as they both go for a cross and neither deal with it. João Mario can chip into an empty net if he composed himself but he blasts it wide. Big argument between the GK and defender after that. 6th minute, lovely move Iran. A wonderfully constructed counter that begins in their own half. Osman with a give and go at the center, finding Jahanbakhsh down the right. He cuts it back for the onrushing Amiri who has a go at goal but gets it horribly wrong. He makes the focus sign to himself after that. Bit more composure and that was a lovely chance to test Rui Patricio. 3rd minute, it has taken all of 130 seconds for County Route 7 to make his presence felt in this game. A lovely move by Portugal down the left and the captain breaks into the box with a sudden burst of pace, dribbles past, cuts in and lets it rip, straight at the goalkeeper though. Great intensity early on from the Europeans. 1st minute, we have kick of. India's GK is backing Iran, just not enough to go through, however. 11:27 p.m. National anthems done in both games. Head over here for the live updates on Spain versus Morocco. Screen grab 11:25 p.m. The 25th of June has been interesting for Portugal, historically. Quaresma remembers the date with some fondness. 2 years ago on this day, the winger scored the extra-time goal that sent Portugal through to the quarters of Euro 2016. It was also on this day 12 years ago that Portugal beat Netherlands 1-0 in a match infamously known as the Battle of Nuremberg. 4 red cards, 16 yellow cards, pure mayhem on that night. 11:23 p.m. For Portugal, this tournament has been about one man. While they have defended largely decently as a team, going forward there has not been too much help for County Route 7. Can he do it again tonight? He has Silva alongside him tonight and not Guedes. Teams are out on the pitch now, as the commentator points out, a nervous-looking Portugal coach Santos. 11:20 p.m. Portugal have met Asian sides on 4 occasions at the World Cup finals, and they have won 3 so far. Their only defeat came, famously or infamously, depending on your viewpoint, against Korea Republic in 2002, while one of those wins is the classic encounter in 1966 against North Korea when Eusebio sensationally took them from 3-0 down to 5-3 up with 4 goals. 11:14 p.m. A reminder of the scenarios. A win or a draw in the other game will see Spain reach the knockout round. A Morocco win, as unlikely as it may be, will leave them in a very nervous state. Ditto for Portugal against Iran. A defeat ends their tournament. Follow that match live here. 11:09 p.m. Stat alerter and coach Carlos Queiroz will be the 20th coach in World Cup history to face off against his home country, according to FIFA.com. The first was Joseph Nagy, who led Sweden against Hungary in 1938. Notably, in 2002, Frenchman Bruno Metsu led Senegal to victory over then-defending champions France, a match that made Papa Bouba Diop a famous name across the footballing world. 11:03 p.m. Team changes, just to catch you up. Portugal have shuffled the side up with 3 changes, while Iran start with the exciting Jaffin Bash. For Portugal, in, Andre Silva, Adrian Silva, Quaresma, out, Moutinho, Bernardo Silva, Guedes. For Iran, in, Jaffin Bash, out, and Sari Fard. 10:56 p.m. This fixture has a special in CR7's career. It was back at the 2006 World Cup against Iran that a young, maverick Cristiano scored his first ever World Cup goal. Can he add to his tally tonight? This is Iran and Portugal's second encounter at the World Cup, after 2006. Portugal won 2-0 thanks to goals from Deco and Cristiano Ronaldo, including what was Ronaldo's first ever goal in the tournament. Beginnings. Have showed over 180 minutes against Spain and Morocco that they can withstand wave after wave of attacks, and if needed, can produce a moment of quality at the other end. And tonight, it might all come down to that. 10:45 p.m. Unlucky to return empty-handed from the match against Spain, Iran can still dream. We showed that we were ready to suffer and ready to compete. Queiroz said after the Spain match. I felt we deserved a better result. There's no doubt Spain play wonderful, stylish football, but I thought we deserved more for the way we played. But congratulations to Fernando Hierro and Spain. We will learn a lot from this game. If you think of it like tennis, we had 1 match point today and we will have another against Portugal. Everything is still open. We are still alive and still dreaming, and that's the key, to dream. Up against Portugal in the final game, they might not have to withstand a barrage on their goal, but they will be facing Cristiano Ronaldo. Find a way to keep him quiet, and a smash-and-grab win is not completely out of the question. Stranger things have happened in football. Read more here. 10:35 p.m. The teams were confirmed a little while back. Here are the confirmed playing eyes. Graphic, at FIFA World Cup, 10:25 p.m. It'll be a special night for Carlos Queiroz, the Iran coach, who was also at the helm of Portugal a few years back, most notably during the 2010 World Cup. The Portuguese gaffer would love to pull off a miracle against his native country. 10:20 p.m. As part of Iran's strategy to stop County Route 7 tonight, perhaps not, their fans took it upon themselves to stop Portugal's main man from, wait for it, sleeping. Several hundred Iranian fans spent hours outside the hotel where the Portugal team is based in an attempt to disrupt their sleep ahead of their side's crucial match with the European champions later on Monday, Associated Press reported. Read more here. Ronaldo just wanted some sleep. Tears of joy last night. Iran fans partied outside of Portugal's team hotel, forcing the superstar to come to the window to ask for quiet. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. Via 433 IG, picked out twitter.com/where'sgpote. Fox Sports, at Fox Sports, June 25, 2018, 10:10 p.m. A quick look at the scenarios. This is how Group B stands. Spain should win against Morocco, who have been eliminated. Assuming that's the case, a Portugal win will bring it down to goal difference to decide who finishes first. An Iran win, well, that will send shockwaves through the footballing world. A draw between Iran and Portugal will see County Route 7 and Co. go through. 10:05 p.m. Hello all and welcome to the Fields Live blog of the final set of matches from Group B. It's Iran against Portugal as Carlos Queiroz, the former Portugal manager, goes up against Cristiano Ronaldo and co. in a reunion of sorts. Can he and Iran stun the Portuguese and sneak into the playoffs? It's a long shot, but hey, stranger things have happened. Support our journalism by subscribing to Scroll Here. We welcome your comments at letters@scroll.in. Portugal-Iran World Cup. Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup sponsored content by published June 14, 2018, 11:39 a.m. Share tweet email Reddit print. Share tweet email Reddit print. Why do we love watching movies? The question might be elementary, but one that generates a range of responses. If you had to visualize the world of movies on a spectrum, it would reflect vivid shades of human emotions like inspiration, thrill, fantasy, adventure, love, motivation and empathy, generating a universal appeal bigger than of any other art form. I distinctly remember when I first watched Mission Impossible A. The scene where Tom Cruise suspends himself from a ventilator to steal a hard drive is probably the first time I saw special effects, stunts and suspense combined so brilliantly. Shristi, 30. Beyond the vibe of a movie theater and the smell of fresh popcorn, there is a deeply personal relationship one creates with films. And with increased access to movies on television channels like the channel's tagline, Leap Forth, is a nod to the exciting and inspiring role that English cinema plays in our lives. Comparable to the pizzazz of the movie premieres, the channel launched its logo and tagline through a big reveal on a billboard with Spider-Man in Mumbai, activated by 10,000 tweets from English movies buffs. Their impressive lineup of movies was also shown as part of the launch, enticing fans with new releases such as Spider-Man: Homecoming, Baby Driver, Blade Runner 2049, The Dark Tower, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle and Life. Edgar Wright is my favorite writer and director. I got interested in filmmaking because of Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. I love his unique style of storytelling, especially in his latest movie Baby Driver. Sidant, 26. Indeed, movies can inspire us to leap forth in our lives. They give us an out-of-this-world experience by showing us fantasy worlds full of magic and wonder, while being relatable through stories of love, kindness and courage. These movies help us escape the sameness of our everyday lives, expanding our imagination and inspiring us in different ways. The movie world is a window to a universe that is full of people's imaginations and dreams. It's vast, vivid and populated with space creatures, superheroes, dragons, mutants and artificial intelligence, making us root for the impossible. Speaking of which, the American science fiction blockbuster, Ghost in the Shell will be premiering on the 24th of June at 1 p.m. and 9:00 p.m., only on. I relate a lot to Peter Parker. I identified with his shy, dorky nature as well as his loyalty towards his friends. With great power comes great responsibility is a killer line, one that I would remember for life. Of all the superheroes, I will always root for Spider-Man. A poor 21. There are a whole lot of movies between the ones that leave a lasting impression and ones that take us through an exhilarating 2-hour-long ride. This wide range of movies is available on the exciting movies available on